So no more afraid. This is the end of fear. I'm breaking up with you. Yesterday I had a conversation with my sister and I was telling her all of the things that I want to do. Like, I'm meant to be a star. I'm meant to be seen. Oh, and she has the audacity to tell me, I know, and you can accomplish all of that, but when are you going to start? Because to do all of those things, you're going to have to start at some point. And she was so totally right. She was 100% right. She's like, you need to put yourself out there. And I'm absolutely terrified of putting myself out there. And I just got off the phone with a friend of mine, a colleague who's going through a really hard time right now with a lot of things. And I've been there, wasn't that long ago, a couple weeks ago. And here I am, feeling all these emotions, feeling all these feelings, knowing that I have so much potential and I'm not even fucking using 80% of it. Because there's so much I have to do, but I'm not meant to do this alone. Like, I saw this TikTok video and it was this guy and he was saying like how you're limiting yourself for what God created you to be by you not putting yourself out there and not giving you a chance, because you weren't created to do this alone. You have people that you're meant to help, people that you're meant to like touch and like just be a part of their journey. But how are they supposed to find you if you don't put yourself out there? And when I saw this video, it put so many things into perspective for me. I've always had this feeling there's people that I'm meant to help. And the thing is that people in my life tell me, wow, you're really inspirational and you really helped me like work through this. And I know that if I were to just finally shed this fear of being seen, I would be able to help those people and reach out to them so much more than I am right now by not putting myself out there and by putting all these limiting beliefs along the way and by creating them in my head. And the thing is that I'm tired of playing small. I've always played small. I've always played the comfortable card, and I'm not. I'm a fucking Leo, bitch. I'm meant to be seen. You're meant to hear about me. Fucking years from now, planets from now, fucking aliens are supposed to hear about me. Yet here I am putting myself in this tiny little bubble. For what? To not make other people uncomfortable? When has anyone done that for me? No one. I know that there is something that I'm meant to do. And it starts with putting myself out there and being comfortable with being seen. Even I hide behind baggy clothes. Don't get me wrong. I love baggy clothes. I'm an oversized bitch, okay? But I also love to feel feminine. I love to show my silhouette and to show my physique. But yet I'm terrified of people seeing me. So it's like this constant battle of who I know I should be and who I am right now. And this is gonna be a really weird analogy, but I'm rewatching Twilight because I'm a Twilight stan. Love that movie. I don't care what people think about it. I really love it. And I'm in the part of Eclipse, I think it was, where she was like between Edward and Jacob and Edward and Jacob and whatever. And she kissed Jacob, and then at the end of the movie, Edward's like, I know you're giving up a lot. And she's like, you're getting this wrong. This was never about you and Jacob. It was about who I should be and who I am. And like, I feel like that's where I am right now, in that spot of who I am and who I should be. And it's like, are you going to go after who you are, or are you going to live a mediocre life? And I don't want to live a mediocre life because I'm not meant to live a mediocre life. I'm meant to accomplish so many amazing things and do so many wonderful things with my life, but it has to start somewhere. And like that conversation with my sister, I told her I'm meant to be a star. I'm meant to like do movies and like be in billboards. She's like, okay, I bet you are, but you know that unless you put yourself out there, you're not going to do that. You have to be seen. She's like, you have to create content. You have to do something to be seen. And it's like, then I started thinking, well, why can't I just be found? Like, Channing Tatum, because I was reading about Channing Tatum. Well, I was reading about different celebrities that didn't go to acting school, because I've always really had a passion for acting, but I never pursued that because I was like, I can't fathom that. Like, that's not attainable for me, right? And he was discovered in I'm from Miami. Well, I was born in Cuba, but I was raised in Miami. He was discovered in some streets in Miami by some modeling agency. I'm like, well, why can't that happen to me? And it's like, well, maybe that is supposed to happen to you, but you're not putting yourself out there, bitch. Like, maybe you are supposed to be found, but like no one can find you because you're hiding behind your own damn self, behind a facade created by other people. So this is a video saying I'm done doing that shit. I'm gonna be seen. I'm gonna make cringy content. Or not. I'm not actually. I'm gonna make content that I love. And some people might think it's cringy, but who gives a fuck what anybody thinks? And that's the thing about me. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me. I don't. I stopped giving shits long ago once I started my healing journey. So this is the start of me doing shit for me, of me doing things that make me proud, where I can look at it like, yeah, she's that bitch. She fucking does it. I'm an immigrant. I was born in Cuba, raised in Miami. Now I live in Detroit. And I want to inspire other people to go after what they want. But how am I supposed to inspire the people when I'm afraid of fucking doing that shit? So no more afraid. This is the end of fear. I'm breaking up with you. You and I are done. This is me breaking up with you. It's a formal breakup. I'm done being controlled by the fear that doesn't even exist. It's created, it's a fiction of my imagination. It's all created by myself. I'm through. I choose me.